that I've had the opportunity to travel around most of Europe and see most of the health spa destinations. So I've seen what works and what doesn't work. And today what I'm going to do is talk about what makes a successful thermal destination. And it's very, very simple. It's all about effective destination management organization. And destination management organization is difficult. It requires really strong leadership, clear vision, clear strategy to ensure a good product development, effective marketing, and I'll be talking about that a little bit later, and also the ability to build good relationships. Building good relationships normally means investment. And of course, to develop a destination effectively, we need the financial resources. I see a lot of this here in Europe, and it's these spa thermal destinations that have sort of got bigger and added bits on over the years, and in the end you end up with an incredible mess. It might work, but strategically it's very, very messy. This is one in Austria, and this is a direct result of not having a clear strategy. Normally it's about the ego of the director at the time coming up with a good idea, adding it on, or the director's wife having an idea and adding it on. So ad hoc spa developments are a key problem, not having a clear strategy. And this is because key questions aren't being asked. Who are our guests? Why are they coming? Why do we want them to come? What treatments do they want? What is our destination's USP? How can this tie in with the country's strategy as well? And then to ask all of those same questions for what will be the guests in the future. Because the guests of today are not going to be the guests of tomorrow. So this is really critical, asking these questions. Who are our guests? What do they want? And what will they be in the future? Why people come to a health destination and what they want when they get there, two totally different things. According to this little survey that was done, they were coming for their health, the scenery, the image of the destination and the accommodation, but actually what they wanted when they got there was passive treatments, relaxation, not doing very much, nice scenery, and a little bit of activity outside. So what we market is actually different to what we develop in the actual operation. And there are lots of other reasons that attract people. Staff, facilities, treatments, atmosphere. Atmosphere can really make or break a destination. One of the things I notice here, and it's a compliment for this hotel, staff are really good. The atmosphere here is really good because of the staff. So, making a strategy, planning the developments, should be done not on what I like or what the director likes, but on facts, on data. Data to prioritize projects, to make the strategy, to manage the risks. And here are 3 statistics that are really important in a thermal destination when basing your strategy upon facts. Number and type of treatments. What are the treatments that the guests want? Feedback from partners, number and types of guests, and their satisfaction feedback. What type of guests are they? Upper class, lower class, rich, poor? Where are they coming from? What culture they are? So this is what should drive the strategy of a thermal destination. I just wanted to very quickly talk about, once you've got that, how to go about creating a spa brand. But this is very simplistic, but it's a nice little exercise. So we put a little chart up. We have exclusive at the top, mainstream at the bottom, leisure, medical. And then what you do is you put in all your competition, and hopefully, where you are, you're doing something a little bit different. Or, if you're doing what the competition are doing, you're doing it better, or there's a big enough market for all of you. Once you've got that, you can go into more detail and do what we call a personality slider. Are you going for younger, older, traditional, trendy, medical wellness, expensive, cheap, couples, singles, or families? And really be specific about what the destination or the thermal hotel is offering. And then you pop that into a strategy. And hopefully by the end you don't end up with one of these very messy, unplanned destinations and resorts. And this isn't just something that should happen once. It's a continual process. So that every year or every 2 years, you are looking at your mission and vision, your product, your brand identity, how you communicate it, how you're developing it, and you reevaluate it. And you do all of those exercises again to really make sure that you're following with the times. Challenges. So we've spoken about not having a strategy. 3 main challenges of thermal destinations, according to the statistics. Effective marketing, getting financing and getting support from the public sector. I gave a compliment to this hotel a little bit earlier. Now I'm going to give a little bit of constructive criticism. If we're talking about marketing, this is the hotel's website. Faded image of the valley. You can't really see the picture. No English. Marketing, really important. How you present yourself. And this is a challenge. And it's a challenge here and in other destinations as well. We've also got the changing trends, the senior market, and also the challenge of how to incorporate wellness into medical, into a thermal destination. This used to be the old health tourism organizational chart or structure. You had spa tourism on one side, wellness and prevention on the other. And then you used to have rehabilitation and then operations. But slowly what happened was the balnear therapy started incorporating the prevention. Also, particularly in America, hospitals and clinics are now doing services like meditation, massage, hypnotherapy, and they're incorporating wellness into their product. So this old model or this old structure is now no longer relevant. In the past also you used to have your diagnostics in one building, your operations in another, then your wellness, and then your alternative therapies and balnear therapy. And these were in separate facilities. These are coming together. Lots of thermal hotels are incorporating cosmetic surgery. I spoke about the hospitals in America incorporating wellness. So things are really changing. Wellness is interesting. It's not this. It's not a nice blonde lady with a flower in a jacuzzi. It's a bit more complicated. I think, as the owner was talking about, I noticed she was talking about blue zones. This is much more what wellness is about. It's a lifelong process. You can't just go to a hotel for a weekend and suddenly wellness and everything is fantastic. The other important thing to point out is wellness now is everywhere. Every village, every town has some form of wellness service, whether it's yoga class, fitness center, nutrition. You don't need to travel now to get wellness. So to be successful, you have to offer something different with your wellness that is going to really attract people to you. Big trend at the moment, mental wellness. just as you can't get physically fit sitting at home eating lots of cakes, you can't get mentally well just hoping you're going to be mentally well. It's something you have to work at and put effort into. Oprah Winfrey and Prince Harry now have teamed up together with Apple, and they are going to do a whole series on not mental wellness, but they call it mental fitness, and try and teach the world how we can be more mentally fit. In spas, we now have what they call, it's related to mental wellness, they call it the transformational wellness trend. And that's your personal development, your self-discovery, your mental fitness. And you're looking at products like psychology, spirituality, meditation, this mental fitness. It's really now becoming very fashionable, and it's a trend that I think is here to stay for the long term. New forms of meditation, not just in a boring room anymore. You have meditation with virtual reality. I don't know what they see in the box, but it must be exciting. Meditation in unique environments, in forests, on surfboards. You can do meditation in a room at home, but can you do it in a beautiful forest? Also, some spas, I'm not saying you should do this here, they're combining meditation with small amounts of cannabis and psychedelic mushrooms. And I think it's in Jamaica and South America, there's spas that specialize in this. Some places it's legal to do. You can get yoga, as I said, in any village now. So if you're going to offer yoga, it needs to be something a bit more exciting. Yoga on a beautiful lake. In Trinity Yoga, which is where you do it on a board, so that the blood goes to your head more, and apparently you don't age so quickly. Hanging yoga, that's not available everywhere. So things are becoming much more diverse, much more exciting. Senior generation. I've had quite a lot of experience of working with the older market, the senior market. They're tricky. It's a great market. It's growing every year in Europe by 3 million. Musculoskeletal diseases, diabetes, obesity, depression. These are the main causes of disability for the senior generation. If spas are clever, they can offer treatments for these conditions. But senior generations have a problem. When I was running thermal spas, I used to notice we would get groups, let's say, of 300 older people in their mid-80s, all arriving at once in buses, 300, and they would come for a few years. And suddenly, from one year to the next, there would be 20. Because they all come at the same age, they all get sick and die at the same age. So if you're running a spa with a senior shelf life, really important, when the spa is busy, that's when you've got to be aggressively marketing, because the guests are going to go, and they're going to go very fast. And a lot of thermal spas don't realize this, and when they're busy, they relax, and then suddenly they say, oh, all the guests die. Not all the guests die, their guests die. There are lots of other guests, but they haven't been marketing to them. So, spas need to be active. Also, the senior market is not just one generation. You've got opals, old people active lifestyle. You've got WATs, wealthy, healthy, older people. Lots of money to spend and like travel. You've got the older people with special needs, but you've also got a growing segment of older, single women. So if spas are clever, they can again tap into these opportunities. So with the trends, we've got this transformational wellness. We've got the clean trend. We've got now microplastics in the Arctic, in the oceans. People are becoming obsessed about cleanliness. Cleanliness of the environment, of the food, mental fitness. cleanliness of our thoughts. Happiness. They have a Minister for Happiness in the government in the United Arab Emirates. In the UK, they have a Minister for Loneliness. Countries are now looking at mental wellness and happiness in detail. Feminist wellness is growing older woman segment. Again, wellness programs for older women. And sustainability, which is now becoming a really hot topic as we burn the Amazon forest down. Okay, so to be authentic is very important if you want to attract people to your resort. You've got to be different. By being different, to be different, you need to tap into something they can't get at home. Normally, that's the resources you've got on your doorstep. Your natural resources, your local food, how you can incorporate your culture into the treatments, into the whole spa experience. So being authentic and unique is important to get the market to come and visit you. And what I'd like to do now is just show you some spas around Europe that have managed to be very unique, very authentic, and are quite successful. A lot are in Hungary, because that's where I'm based. This is one in the north of Hungary. It's thermal water in a cave. And it's an incredibly unique experience. What I would say though, if you don't like children, don't go there, because lots of children are there and they shout and it's quite noisy in the cave. We've also got another one just down the road. This is thermal water. It's coming out of that mineral tower and it's going into 17 different thermal pools. Very unique, very authentic, very natural. Of course, there's the world's largest thermal lake, which you can bathe in also in Hungary. And that's obviously alone in its uniqueness. But what if you don't have a natural uniqueness? You can make your thermal spa unique by the building that you put it in. The whole reason Budapest is famous is because not the thermal water. The thermal water is in these amazing, beautiful, architecturally astounding buildings. If you don't have an old building, put it in a new building. This is one just over the border from Romania. Thermal water is everywhere, but is it in a unique building like this? This is why the guests are coming, because it's something you cannot get anywhere else in the world. Here's one in Austria. No window is the same size or the same shape in the whole building. No door is the same size or shape, and apparently the floors are not flat. Guests love it. You can't get that anywhere else. This is what I went to in Ukraine. It was really amazing and out of this world. A Ukrainian businessman decided to build a Hungarian castle, modern, and he wanted to make it everything like Hungary. So he built it in this style, but it's new. The staff wear Hungarian clothes. There's Hungarian music. The food is all Hungarian. The sauna is designed like a Hungarian cottage. Steam room is in a cave. And then the thermal water is coming out of these, there are lots of them, Hungarian bottles of wine, a teacup, and the guests loved it. It was -10, it was full, and they were running around in the snow enjoying themselves. Here's another one in Hungary. This one they've done Africa themed. So it's a thermal spa, but everything is like going to an African palace, and that's the thermal pool there. You don't have to be unique. In Poland, what was very interesting is they kept the old socialist buildings. For about 50, 60 euros a night, you can have 4 treatments a day, doctor, full board. It's not luxury, it doesn't look very nice, but you get the treatments and you get the value for money. And they actually took a lot of the medical market from Hungary just by doing this. This is a final one I want to show you. It's one I talk about a lot. It's in Serbia. Beautiful spa destination. A green belt, lots of green around the whole city. And I think it's about a 2-3 kilometer park right down the middle of the town. They specialize in diabetes, not just musculoskeletal diseases. No other spas are doing that. So they're very clever. They've caught a little bit of the market there. Also, twice a year they're doing techno concerts, which means that you get an amazing mix of older people, younger people, sick people, healthy people. And the place is buzzing. I went there, it was absolutely packed. And in Hungary, they've started to realize this, and they've been very successful. They've managed to get a lot of investment from the European Union, and they're putting a lot of money now into their thermal destinations, trying to make them unique and stand out. So that's really my presentation. I'm just throwing up, if you want to photograph it, or anyone wants to photograph it, what are the essential components of a thermal destination? And that's a list of them there. And I think there's the caption where I got this information from. It's a very good document on how to run an effective and successful health tourism destination. It's about 50 pages long. You can download it from the internet, and it's got absolutely everything in there. I think that's it. Thank you very much. Thank you.